Stream here. Hello? Hello? Alright. Before I turn on my light. There we go. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome back. We're going to be playing some Death and Taxes as usual. We have Maverick donation deck list, a Leavold Maverick list. Probably in the docket for next week. I'm thinking probably next Wednesday. Something like that. But for now, still messing with this. I got a tournament in 1, 2, 3 weeks, I guess. Wow, that seems closer than it should. Yeah, there's a big legacy tournament in St. Louis in 3 weeks, so I guess I gotta prep for that as my next thing. Do you mind? Do you want to be on camera? Look. But anyway, this mic is still giving me problems. I don't know what the deal is, but the sound quality is really poor. I'll try to fiddle with it today as time goes by. But anyway, I don't have a lot to say. Let's just play some Magic, I guess, as soon as I update Cardboard Live. But in the same list I played Wednesday, kind of like it. We went 4-1. Not really sure if I want to change something and what I would even change. Oh wait, nope, this is a Legacy Challenge. Come on. Come on, Moto. This sounds too loud. Hopefully that doesn't pick up for you people. Sure, there's some better way to play audio if only I want to hear it, or just turn it off altogether so I don't have to deal with it. Can you be less of a nuisance? Why do you have to crawl across the front of me to get to the other shoulder? GSY. Isn't this the, there's a Rogue Delver player, I think? Sand is pretty good. We're on the play, too, which is pretty powerful. The fact that we have Wasteland Import makes this hand a lot better as well. How many cats are we playing today? We are playing one cat. So we got one cat on the stream, one cat in deck. Please no Force of Will. I'm gonna be okay with the Force, actually. Yeah, Force Pitch Pierce, sure. Was Factory so bad it only started one league? Yes, I got tilted and cut it because every time we drew it, I was like, wow, this is be so much better as an Ancient Tomb. We only drew it like 5 or 6 times through the last league, but I was still mad about it. I wonder if I Wasteland this. Let's see where this Ponder goes. No shuffle on the Ponder. Makes me want to Wasteland it less. I could like port it and try to like Thalia plus Wasteland next turn around a Daze. I could also just Tomb Thalia through a Daze. 5 or 6 times for 1-up is a pretty high amount. Yeah, we drew it like all 3 games in the mirror and twice. Hey, stop biting me. Stop that. And we drew twice against like the red-green Karn nonsense. Anyway, could also just like Tomb Recruiter, but that seems very bad. Tomb Thalia, show him who's the boss. I think it's not horrible. Then we don't get to like Wasteland and Port next turn. The greedy play is like Port Thalia and then like Wasteland Port or Wasteland Port the following turn or something. We'd always just like Wasteland plus Recruiter or something next turn. Kind of don't hate Tomb Thalia. Let's see what happens when we play around Daze. Damn it. Always the worst decision because you have to click through that stupid text box. I think playing around Daze or playing... Yeah, definitely. I think with our current hand, playing around Daze was the decision I wanted to be making. So we have a plow for this Goyf, and I don't have a follow-up. So that's Wasteland. Wasteland this Volk. Plow. Or I could just plow. I could not take 2 damage, but I think I'm fine taking damage here. I'd rather attack the mana aggressively. could like port if I like plowed an upkeep or something, but I want to make sure that this doesn't get countered. What's on the trot? Yeah, I definitely care more about his creatures right now. Especially considering we're like roasting ourselves on this tomb so badly. Forked Bolt, sure. Alright, now we get to resolve something at least before this wasteland hits the tomb, but we're taking a lot of damage. Ooh. I think I'm just gonna slam Prelate on one here, honestly. Taken like 9,000 damage, but we have played around days this whole time at least. Can you not? Do you mind? Why do you keep climbing in circles? I feel like wasteland the tomb, and then we probably play the recruiter into a daze, depending on what we draw. I had to click through that menu twice. Ancient Tube floating mana is the worst. Alright, there, good. Just sit, hang out. That's scary, certainly. You thinking about wastelanding? They might actually want me to take damage from the tomb if they're trying to like Delver me. Probably gonna recruit for a Wisp. Do you think that D&T players are more likely to be cat people than the dog people? I have both. Ooh, no wasteland, interesting. More likely to be weebs. What was it? Is D&T and Ant are like the weebiest decks in Legacy, right? That sounded like you have a dog, yeah. So what are we doing here? Sort of Fire and Ice, maybe? I don't really want to port, because I'd have to take damage. I could, like, cast a Jite. I don't want to, like, cast a Sword, obviously, into a Daze. Ah! Alright. Just get off. The Waifu Tribal before? Yeah. We cast, like, Stoneforge and Recruiter. I don't want to take too much damage, especially if, if there's a true name, then that gets scary. So I think I'm down for just, like, Stoneforge go and then not port this. I guess if the Delver doesn't flip, I might port the Volcanic, actually. But then next turn, there's an uproar in the community for any human, non-female creature to be added to the deck. Yeah, Palace Jailer is the worst. Palace Jailer, the worst card in the deck, because it's, like, the only, like, just very blatantly male thing in the deck. Oh, no, I guess Burmaz now. If Burmaz is in your deck, he is explicitly the king of Oreskos. Just deciding if I want to play this Recruiter or not. I don't think so. I'll leave myself the option to port. Burmaz is a cat, though. I think that's different. I guess that's maybe fair. Maybe I didn't want to tap like this. It's the only way to like leave up port and not tap Tomb, though. If my Stoneforge gets forced, I probably am priced into casting this Recruiter this turn. And I can't do that if I do this. Maybe like leaving up the ability to port just isn't worth it. Bark, 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 bark. So I'm a little tempted to get Jite and play it because my opponent can wasteland me off of Sword mana if they wasteland the Tomb here. And the Jite getting in play is just really good, but Swordsman's Spirit Extreme, I think I kind of want to just grab the Jite and slam it. In which case I definitely should have tapped differently, but I wasn't really finished making my decision. Cast Jite and get punished by land if TNN. Yeah, that's the plan. I think the most alarming card right now is this Delver that I want to clear. No flip, which means land True Name might just body me here. That's what it looks like. Yep. Zabara. So we apply for the Delver now. Oh, we don't apply for the Delver now, but we can recruit a Flyer, but it's going to take a while to get our Jite online. Although if they're attacking with the True Name, that means our Jite does go online, Which means they might only get aggressive with this Delver until we get low enough. Which means this turn it's just Recruiter go. So if we recruit Wisp, my opponent can actually take me off of Wisp mana. Right, this thing comes in tapped. Take me off of Wisp mana for a turn, which is like pretty relevant. But I think Wisp has to be the play anyway, because it's the only thing that fights over True Name. Would have been a pretty strong play if he had Daze. I mean, yeah, getting this Recruiter Daze would kind of suck, but definitely have to like play into it at this point. Still, this Delver does have to flip. And then they can only attack me with the Delver until we get to 6. Oh, Revealing Daze, okay. Neat. Oh, just goes for the port, interesting. Ooh, Batterskull's actually pretty nice here. So what's our plan? If we cast Wisp, we go to 6 and we die. Oh, no, we don't. We don't die because we can block the Aberration. So it's probably just cast Wisp through Daze, go to 6, right? And then if True Name attacks, we go to 3. If True Name and Delver attack, we go to 3, block the Delver, and then get our GTA online to gain life past the True Name. Kind of surprised that there wasn't like an upkeep Wasteland the Flagstones to try to get me off a double white this turn. Or like Wasteland the Ancient Tomb to like be able to Daze my Wisp. Maybe they just have Force in hand and my decision doesn't matter. I think I want to flicker Recruiter. We don't really need Sword as much as we need like more flyers. Maybe that's wrong. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Stupid cat trying to climb up on the other desk. What am I tutoring here? Just more Wisps, I guess. I'm gonna have trouble casting them at this point, but like nothing else is very good. Could grab like a Mom. I think I want more Wisps for like more Delvers and shit. Lily is just going ape shit in the other room. I should like close the door. Could have, I guess, not blocked there. I wonder how interesting that play is. So we slowly burn our opponent out of Delvers, right? Maybe I shouldn't have just like snap blocked that. Although then we'd be in a position where we are dead. We'd be at 3 versus a Delver here. So if we had GTA, we could equip GTA the Wisp and then pass. But no, then if it flips, we die. So going to 3 is actually pretty dangerous. I think we're pretty locked into having to just cast this Flicker Wisp again. Going to 4. We have a Prelude on 1 though, so like getting burned out isn't really a super big concern currently. I mean, getting True Named out is a concern though. We can't go below 4, obviously. Grab more Wisps. Eventually we'll find a land, although we would need to cast it through a Daze. Stifle. That's a card to be watchful of. Wait, Stifle lethal? Stifle might be lethal. They could like stifle the equip trigger? Or equip activation? No, because I haven't had mana to do it twice. They can stifle to get counters though, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the stifle. Oh no, they can't cast the stifle. I'm stupid. I'm saying to Prelude play. So we can't go to 1 here. If we go to 1, we just die because we equip the GTA to the Flickers, the GTA to the Wisp, attack them. We have to clear this GTA or we die. So I'm just gonna block. Hope there are no more Delvers for a hot second, so I can get like, yeah, if I can get Batter Skull plus GTA going, I like force my opponent's hand to kind of just gain life. Zardian7, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. So land drop here is really good. We want one more land drop to play like Wisp around Daze. So I think we're just gonna pass the turn and plan on putting in this Batter Skull. Then the following turn we can like equip GTA to Recruiter if we don't draw a land, and like attack with Skull and Recruiter to try to gain some life if we need to. Wasteland puts us back down. Our mana from playing Wisp. Interesting choice going after the tomb now. I feel like I'm just never tapping this tomb. Alright, now we hit land 4. So we can cast Wisp around Daze. Wisp the... I don't think it really matters what I Wisp. I kind of want to Wisp the Stoneforge now that I have like a Wisp that gets to live and go get a sword so I can like attack Batter Skull through a True Name next turn and just hit them for like a bazillion lifelink. This, it could be double Daze, which is like fine. Nope. So now we should be fine, depending on what happens here. Even if my opponent goes like land second True Name, we just have equip sword onto Germ, punch them. So we should be okay here. I think we've stabilized, short of like dismember your prelate, bolt you, attack you. And we know one of the cards in their hand. Okay, yeah, they've decided that they've lost. Makes sense. Versus Delver, huh? Pretty easy sideboarding here. Revoker has one target in Ren 6. Jailer is really bad against the True Name deck, and Recruiter's just like pretty slow. Recruiter was obviously good that game, but like that's not always how it plays out. And generally, I think Prelate is good enough to bring in. It's a little worse against Rogue Delver. They have a lot more 2s that are really strong against you than stuff like Grixis, or especially Blue-Red, where you like lock them out of a ton. But sometimes you can also strategically put your Prelate on 2 to work your way around like Ancient Grudges and stuff like that. If you have, say, a Mom or something to protect the Prelate from bolts, Prelate on 2 can stop Ancient Grudges and Rough Tumbles and shit like that. Anyway. Let's deal with this lamp more. I've not perfected my stream setup at all. Things are not in places that they should be. Also, my mic is still giving me bad feedback. This end's strong. I think it's a keep. Double Vial makes me want to keep this more. The first Vial getting Daze isn't that bad. Drawing a white source is good because we have a Plow. Drawing 2 white sources is insane because we have 2 very good threats in our hand. I guess this hand is bad against Ancient Grudge, but we still do have like 15 white sources in the deck or something. We don't necessarily need to hit one until like turn 3 or 4. Let's cast a Nimble Mongoose. Yeah, that's not Nimble Mongoose. That's the one that actually hurts when you play it on turn 1. Yep, Daze sucks. Rip a white source so we can Plowpless Vial or something. Ooh. No flip is good. That's less good. Not a white source. Please, no flips. Nope, that's definitely a flip. That's gonna be a lot of damage. These are the starts that get you when you're D&T versus Delver. When they just go Delver, daze your thing, bolt your next thing, and we're a little bit slow out of the gate because we don't have a white source to like stem the bleeding yet. We have like one turn to maybe draw a white source before we're just stone cold. Also, might want to just like Ancient Grudge this file. We're in a very bad spot. Imagine if these were like Nimble Mongoose. This would be such a better game. Don't know what my opponent's trying to pay costs for. So I'm casting a Ponder, but they're not tapping their man. Does that mean like connection issues or something? Nope. No white source Bach. No white source Monka S. Oh god. This is definitely how you lose to Delver when they go Delver, and daze your turn 1 play. Yeah, sure. Oh, thank God we found a white source. We're not super dead. We're only mostly dead. Especially this third Delver definitely does not help things. What were they leaving up here? Oh, that's bad. They didn't cast the Ponder. What were they leaving up? Gonna like stifle me? I didn't even have anything to do. So is there a draw that lets us survive? There's the Ponder. I guess another Plow would put us at 1 to Insect Collaboration Bolt. I think that's the only top deck that lets us live another turn. Hey, what are you doing in that bookshelf? Get out of there, you little gremlin. Ben XDC, thanks for the 2-month resub. Enjoy your emote. And thank you for your continued support. Alright, time to top deck. Swords to Plowshares. Oh, well, I guess that lets me live, assuming no days. Might as well give it a shot. Problem is that we still have to clear the last Delver, or we're still dead. My opponent also could just have like 2 bolts and we're dead. A great many things could happen to us. Really teetering on the brink here. They could just like land True Name me. They could Renin 6 ping my face and then bolt me. Alright, so we have Second Propel to turn off the... Never mind. Oh yeah, I'd rather playing land off the Ren. Hang on. So if they don't bolt my face, we're still dead. We need to find an answer to the insect operation right now. Nope. So like we can put in the prelate, put it on 1 to stop the bolt, but Delver hit plus Ren Ping kills me now. We need to draw like Flicker Wisp. And of course have my opponent not bolt me in response to a Vial activation on 3, which they might not. You never know, but yeah, we are going to game 3 here. Sometimes you get triple Delver, that's the life. That's the life you choose to live. But we'll be on the play for game 3, so always a considerable advantage against Delver when you're on the play. Like winning game 1 is very big. This game 3 is less stressful. I got some new pimp cards in the mail today. They're sitting right next to me, and I'm going back and forth between shuffling them in my hands and putting them down because I shouldn't shuffle them in my hands on stream. I'll post them to the Discord later. I would love to play first. This hand is crap. This hand is... Oh, thank God, yes! I love the London Mulligan. Look at this hand. Look at this hand. Look at how good this is when we put a Batter Skull on the bottom of our deck. This hand's great. Like, land, Vial, Port, Vial, and Mother of Runes. Your mic is distorting. Yeah, I don't know how to fix it. Like, if I turn it down so it doesn't distort, it's like too soft and no one can hear me. I need to fiddle with it this stream. Goose, 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 goose. Oh, well, I'll take that too. No shuffle. That's a good draw. I don't think I want to cast it. It's like no reason to just put it out into a daze. When porting will likely have a similar effect if the Thalia resolves. Just like lets us get in for 2 damage a little bit earlier. They have a bolt here, but means that they won't bolt the Thalia. Yep. I mean, they could obviously still bolt the Thalia. I guess I'll port them and then Violin the Thalia, so they can't bolt it. Depends on what I draw here. Prelate. I think I want to just keep playing around days. Just never give them opportunity. Our hand is a 2-drop and 2 3-drops. Gonna port their green. I think I'm more scared of like a Tarmogoyf than anything right now. Oh, that's a bummer. That is 1 punish for not putting in the Thalia then. If I like had put in Thalia and then ported them there, then they couldn't have grudged my Vial. We could have got it to 3. Uh-oh. Land, land, land. I think I'm just going to slam this Prelate now. I think the time for playing around days ended when they grudged my Vial. Just hope to God we don't get rough and tumbled. Could like rend my Thalia. Oh, nope, we got rough and tumbled. Rip. Both these cards kind of suck to cast into a Ren in 6. They have 4 cards left in hand. I mean, I could cast the Thalia and hold up Caracas to run in 6. The Flickr clock's better, but I think I'd rather hold on to it to, like, try to get some value out of it or something, because we're pretty behind here. Force pitching days, alright. Guess they just drew the... I guess they didn't need to daze the Prelix, they were just planning on rough and tumbling me. Did not shuffle, that makes me sad. What the fuck? Suppose this is like kind of like a mongoose. There's a card. It's a mongoose. You also can't bolt it, much like nimble mongoose. You can like wasteland people, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. His hand is no longer playing around a daze. That's gonna be good if we can draw a third land and resolve it. We be Thalia flooded. I'm okay with them like trading for a Force of Will and a daze. The Spirit Keeper might be able to do something if we don't get dazed or forced and we find a land. They have 4 cards in hand and they've... ah, fuck. I'm just gonna, like, die to a Nimble Mongoose. I think I'm supposed to cast the Spirit Keeper here, assuming I draw... Alright, so we drew a land. At least we can't drop Batterskull. It's true, we haven't shuffled. Batterskull is at the bottom of our deck. I think Spirit Keeper's better here, because I think I just want to kill them before they kill me, which means get my clock into play. If they attack, I'll just trade and get 7 spirits. If it gets countered, we're just, like, super dead anyway, so we're not playing around anything like that happening to me. Plus, if they, like, they don't have a true name here, but if, like, they have a true name, I'd rather counsel just with that. No counters, please. I can't beat any of those. This looks like a daze. Could be a brainstorm. Bolt my face, and then daze. Oh, okay, yeah, we're just dead. Sure. Yeah, we tried. It's a pretty rough game. Hey, cats, stop messing with the shit. There's a possibility that we're, like, much better off that game if we, like, put in the Thalia and then, cats, stop messing with the shit. Move this bag up to this shelf. If we, like, put in the Thalia on our turn and then port, obviously playing around one thing, not playing around another. We played around them having, like, more bolts, because it forces them to use their mana much less efficiently if they can't, like, hit the Thalia, but getting the Vial tag there was pretty rough. And then, speaking of rough, the rough was also unpleasant. And we still had, like, a lot of outs, but we got, like, triple dazed? I think they cashed 3 days? No, they cashed 2 days and pitched 1 to a Force. I can't believe Goyf is back. That deck is it is held together by Renin 6 very much. The deck, I've never really been super impressed by it, but obviously being like a big Death and Taxes player, you like eat Rug Delver a lot, so I don't really see it from the lens of all the blue decks that are having to play through like the Stifle Nimble Mongoose Tarmogoyf deck again. So I don't know. I kind of vaguely recognize this name. This thing is kind of butts. We're on a draw too. We can get better 6. Oh, this hand's much better. What do we ship? Might ship is shipping a land greedy? Shipping a land's kind of greedy, but it casts our whole hand besides Wisp. Ship like a Plains. I could also like ship the Wisp and keep 3 lands, but Mm. Deck's always so mana hungry. Whenever I like push a land to the bottom, you just like draw all spells and then die. Shut this land. We'll draw like 3 famous last word. Yeah, exactly. Oh god, this is just like elves. Yeah, alright, never mind. My decision just didn't matter. Good start to this league. The old O2. See, famous land. Hey, we drew land 3. We're also just going to die horribly. I feel like I just had a blind name Heritage Druid with my Revoker, staring down double Nettle Sentinel. I mean, they would have cast a Heritage Druid if they had it, though, right? They would just, like, fetch this and Heritage Druid did me. But, like, we can't beat anything. We would, like, play Thalia so they can't land drop Eno me? I mean, they could just, like, cradle Eno me, turn me into paste, but, like, that's life. They're gonna fetch for a Dryad Arbor, right? They can still cradle Eno. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you don't play around things that you can't beat. It's just a matter of, like, what could we possibly do here to, like, keep living? If they had... This has to be natural order, right? Because if they had Glimpse, they would have, like, at least played, like, Glimpse Sentinel, like, as a divination, right? If they had any 1-drop, they would have cast it, probably. Because most of the 1-drops are better than an Arbor here. So I think the only line that makes sense is natural order. We're just going to get, like, Enode. So I guess Thalia is the best line, and then hope to try to, like, wasteland them a bunch. Yep. Main deck? Oof. Interesting. I mean, I guess it's a Greensun target, but are there that many decks where you want the Oof against? Kind of weird. More Arbors, sure. We also did cut our Container Priest, so this matchup is, like, very close to unwinnable. I think I'm just going to wasteland both these Dryad Arbors. If my opponent draws Cradle, we just fucking die. But we can try to tag the mana, like Wasteland Arbor, Wasteland Arbor. I guess we can Wasteland 1 Arbor and just revoke this Elvish Mystic. It tags the same amount of mana. Wastelanding one of these. Sure, float mana. I'll go to my second main. I'm gonna wasteland this Arbor. There's a chance that they present a better Revoker target next turn. Not a high chance, but they could cast like a... I don't know. If they have like another... yeah, Burstlow Rangers is a much better target for this Revoker. Produces a lot more mana, especially with these Nettles. Alright. I don't know what our end game is here. I don't really think we have one. Draw Plow for Oath, and then draw Stoneforge, and then GTA them. Probably start like attacking with Thalia, maybe? Endgame is to draw Stoneforge and oh yeah, I hope the opponent doesn't know what their own cards do. I don't have a third Arbor, at least. correct for me to be attacking with this Thalia, actually. Alright, so they're 4 mana, so we're still locking them out of NO. So I think we need to Wasteland the Savannah. Because this Thalia is still locking them out. I wonder, they might like aggressively block this. I mean, I have Mom to stop it though, so they probably won't aggressively block the Thalia. The best plan is probably like Wisp my Wasteland and Wasteland them. But yeah, we'll attack with this Thalia. I think I should have attacked with that last turn even. If they like double block it, we just get to kill things, yeah. I missed 2 damage last turn, I believe. Of course, none of this matters because I'm going to be like 1 turn from lethal. My opponent will tap that Cradle and kill me. Or they'll play something terrifying and kill me much sooner than that. Were they trying to green zone for 1? No, they're just casting Visionary, sure. Doesn't do anything currently. Tempted to swing out next turn, depending on what I draw. Oh, that's so bad for me. Now we can't really swing with our ground creatures because they just get chumped by this Visionary. We're like so far away from winning this game. I mean, my opponent did a brick for like 5 turns or something. Plow certainly changes the dynamic. I have to plow this Wirewood symbiote, right? Like, I just have to? We're so far away from, like, killing the Oof Mattering that, like, killing the symbiote to prevent them from drawing like, 2 cards a turn seems extremely relevant. So now I can't do the play where I attack with the Revoker too. Previously, like if I didn't draw a relevant spell, like I drew a 3-drop, I could attack with Thalia, Revoker, and Wisp. And if they blocked to like to kill the Thalia, we can just kill things, then redeploy with our second Thalia. And now we just attack like this. Because we can like use the Mom to save the Revoker and just let the Thalia die. I could probably be F6ing here. There's no way this Mother of Runes has like main deck things I need to protect. There's the Visionary. We're just trying to fade 5 mana because we're assuming the card in their hand is natural order. Cheeks clenched for Cradle off the top. Alright, what are we hoping to even draw here? Like, none of our draws are even good at this point. Like, I guess Wasteland, the 4th Wasteland or like Rashadenport. I don't quite understand this main deck Oof. Yeah, neither do I. It seems like really narrow. So now we can attack with Thalia, Revoker, and Wisp. We're winning the race, obviously. If they hoof me, we're not blocking. And if they try to kill the Thalia to like free up their Cradle, we get to like kill a thing and just redeploy a Thalia. And then save our Revoker if they try to block it. So this just pushes more damage. Maybe they're for post Howzel's postmaster. I have no clue. Like, still, like, post isn't exactly a big chunk of the meta. You can put it in the sideboard. They have to lose 2 creatures if they want to kill the Thalia, though, right? Because if they can block the Nettle Sentinel, but then they'd have to either lose the Oof or 2 1/1s. So they can't really block this Thalia very well. Unless they don't block the Revoker. They can use like both Nettles on the Thalia, and then like the Visionary on the Revoker or something, maybe? Wait, that's it? Alright. See if that 2 damage matters. They would be at 4 here. That would be lethal. Because I'm pretty sure we missed 2 damage. Although they might have obviously blocked differently. I'm just going to cast this Aether Vial. It doesn't actually matter. It's out of my hands, opponent. They're looking to accomplish this running Oof in addition to a standard health 74. To make sure, really sure they don't lose to Death and Taxes. I guess this does actually expose the Revoker to like, and Green Sun Rex Sage is the same mana as Natural Order, so. They could just like naturally draw the Rex Sage and just like punish the shit out of me for this attack. More Sentinels. No free attack. No chip shot for 2. Maybe they're just killing me. You never know. But yeah, missing the damage with Thalia is the difference between lethal and not lethal here. Like that one turn where I was like, this Thalia attack is pretty free, and then I didn't, like I thought it was free, but I didn't do it. Although they probably block differently last turn if they're going to 4 life versus going to 6, so not necessarily. They might just have like less creatures on the board. They probably would have just blocked the Thalia in some way. Because obviously they don't want to go to 4 when I have lethal on board, but now I don't have lethal on board. The best draw we could even have here. Like, I guess Wastelander Port still. Plains, cool. So now there's no point attacking with my ground things, right? I guess I might like clear up stuff. I don't think I want to attack this Revoker because I think exposing it to like a random green like Direct Sage might be relevant. I attack with Thalia here to try to bait them losing more creatures. If they like block it too much, we just Thalia or cast another Thalia. Cat, get out of here! Why are you so scared of my keyboard? She like keeps flinching. She like puts her face towards the keyboard and like recoils in terror. Like this keyboard attacked her in another life. There's no blocks. Interesting. Alright. Well, I mean, we can't beat Gaia's Cradle. Green Sun for 1. I don't think that does it. Oh wait, does that do it? That might do it, because they can get a Heritage Druid, right? Does Heritage Druid give them enough mana, though? With the 2 Nettles, yeah, it does. As long as they have another spell to cast, we should just be dead. Yeah, Druid doesn't tap out his team because he has 2 Nettle Sentinels in play. Yeah, this is just the natural order. Man, what did I say? Remember that one time, chat, that I was like, man, it's gonna be really exciting when we like get them down to 1 turn away from lethal, and then they just like immediately kill me. Maybe they don't have it. They're not. I mean, they could just like be BMing me. I don't know. They're probably just BMing me. There's no way the last card in their hand was a natural order that turn. Maybe they're just gonna hardcast Hoof. And then maybe they're doing the old manual mode. can safely have 6 here. Yeah, that's fair. If we're dead, we're dead. That's Reclamation Sage. So the last card in their hand is Natural Order, I guess. This is just like Hyper BM. Or they don't have it. Nope. Cool. Yep, exciting stuff. Both teams tried exceedingly hard indeed. At least 7, and then we like look at these council's judgments, but they're extremely clunky. So obviously you just like cut all of like the shitty ground pillars that don't do anything. And Thalia obviously not very good. They did not actually have the natural order, notably. They just had like a hoof. Man, isn't the Elves matchup super fun? Can you get out of here, Cat? Why are you so terrified of this computer? So do we have worse cards in the deck in this 60 than Council's Judgment? Yeah, Batterskull. Might just be the one Council's Judgment, though. I think the rest of these are better. Recruiter definitely gets... Oh, hello. Definitely gets worse because we don't have a Containment Priest, but we still have, like, Stoneforge, Sanctum Prelate, Walking Ballista, and stuff. Yeah, I think it's just bringing one Council's Judgment just based on our sideboard configuration. Oh god, those claws! Holy crap, those are sharp claws. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Vile Chalice, Wasteland Port. I'm in for it. We'll just get our Chalice Rick, Vathor Vile Abrupt Decay, and our Chalice Rick Sage or something. Not as super powerful. 1 drop. I'm in for it. I'm going to play Wasteland Chalice, because if there's a chance I want to just get this Wisp onto the board to start beating them up, so I might go Plains, flicker my Wasteland, and then Wasteland them. I could go Plains Chalice, but there's also a chance I want to like port and Wasteland them next turn if something different happens. Top deck like Stoneforge Mystic. Nothing. This smells like an Abrupt Decay. Needle, obviously not relevant until I blow up my Chalice. Yeah, we're gonna just port and hold up Wasteland here. So at least if they like Abrupt Decay my Chalice or something, or Assassin Trophy, we can Wasteland the black mana and port them. Nothing. I'll take that. Sure, float your mana. Cool. I'm gonna take this vibe to 3 because we can cast a 2-drop and still port them. And because obviously we have a 3, so I want to start getting some power into play. Source Plowshares, again, not relevant till they answer the Chalice, but they probably need to answer the Chalice at some point. Nothing really to flicker here. Like flicker out this Windswept Heath in their upkeep, maybe? Like flicker out one of their lands, so if they want to use it, they have to crack the fetch, and if they don't fetch a basic, then we can wasteland it. I don't think this Wisp is getting that much extra value. If they have decay, like flickering my chalice isn't gonna do shit. Yeah, I'll just put my thing into play. Start beating them up. Obviously, they can just like let it go. But at least denies them the mana this turn if they're like trying to cast a Reclamation Sage or something. They want to cast Reclamation Sage, so they just fetch basic Forest here, but this forces something to happen with this Windswept Heath. Another Wisp, huh? Wisp out of... I might just Wisp out of Forest now. Just keep getting on board as much as possible. We just want to kill them before they are able to cast whatever it is they want to cast. At some point, do I want to like maybe actually wasteland a Windswept Heath, and then like try to wasteland the land that comes down? I think they have to have like 3 forests at least, though, right? I have no idea how many basics Elves actually plays, but man, they're flooding out, which I guess is pretty sizable against my current hand. Straw Lake. I don't know. Not that. Probably want to start sandbagging these lands in case I draw Cataclysm, although it's not looking like I'm going to cast a Cataclysm anytime soon. It's probably more worth. Keep floating your mana. Cool. I don't have anything to do about it. We can now erase Natural Order Progenitus, which is nice. We've stalled them off of Progenitus mana for that, or Natural Order mana for that long. If that's like what their plan was or something. It could just be like Green Sun for Rexage here. Archon. Do they have Archon in post board? Archon like kind of sucks against Death and Taxes. Like we just like double, like it stops our attacks, but like we could just also double block it. So this looks like Green Sun for Rexage for the Chalice. We also then get to waste them. Also, I guess maybe they only have 2 forests. I've again no clue. I don't pay a lot of attention to Elves mana bases. We could like shoot down these bayou. Maybe shoot down this Cradle and a Bayou. Green Sun. Oh, this is an NO. This is fine, right? Oh, it is an Archon. Guess they keep an Archon. Might actually want to like wasteland both these bayous to cut them off with black sources. Certainly tempted to. I'm going to wait till my turn to assess if that's what I want my plan to be. Oh, nice. Stoneforge Mystic's pretty good here. What are we doing with it? GJ doesn't clear. Sword doesn't clear. Sword would almost be lethal, because we could like put the sword on the Stoneforge and attack with all. We put them to 1. I guess that's like lethal over turns. I'm pretty sure I'm always landing both things Bayous. I don't think this Gaia's Cradle is like super concerning to me more than like an Abrupt Decay or an Assassin's Trophy is. I've got all those floating mana, so we'll wasteland this. So he forces them to block. He doesn't trade though, because it'd just be a 5/3. So obviously not attacking here. I think Sophie might actually be better than GTA though. Yeah, it's a 5/6. GTA is certainly powerful, but I don't think it's that good here. Sophie might be more effective. GTA is better if my opponent like plays a creature on the ground, though, right? My opponent plays a creature on the ground, if suddenly like our Stoneforge plan is not live, and our GTA plan means that we can like punt one Wisp into the Archon, and then use the other Wisp to like clear the Archon. So it's probably still the GTA. I don't think I cast it here. I think I'd rather port. Maybe that's wrong. Currently, Recruiter or Wisp would already be lethal as well, right? Are there any other lethal things? No, Ballista wouldn't be lethal. Play for 2, attack, hit them for 4, it'd be 1 off. So they have a ground Piddler, which makes the sword play much worse. Multiple ground Piddlers. Top pick like Flicker Wisp or something. That'd be nice. Plains, huh? So we'd have to save both GTA counters if we wanted to clear the Archon. I guess we don't have to save one, actually, right? Because we could trade the Wisp. We could pump the Wisp to a 5/3, get 2 counters, and use the last one to clear the Archon. I'm thinking about just, like, equipping GTA and attacking with all. They block the Stoneforge, we just hit them for 6 down to 1, and we clear both their shitters. If they block the Wisp holding, like, the GTA, obviously, we hit them for 4. They double block the Stoneforge. We could also not attack with the Stoneforge, maybe. Hello, other cat. They double block the Stoneforge. We kill one of them, and then we clear the other, and then we have only a Flicker Wisp left versus an Archon. But we have no follow-up threats. The I think I like attack all here. I think the double block is better for them than no blocks. So now we're going to clear... I might clear this Visionary, actually. If they don't have any other threats, then we'll have lethal next turn. We could port down the Dryad Arbor, and then equip the GTA with 1 counter on it to the Stoneforge, attack with 2/3 power guys. Because I don't have... I want to ping down the Arbor because I don't want to give them a bunch of Cradle mana and, like, Heartcast Hoof kill me or some stupid shit like that. Currently they have 1, 2, 3. They'd have 4, 5, 6 mana. Second Cradle would be Hardcast Hoof, and that might be lethal. It'd be 5, 10. Maybe I have to ping down both things to like play around second Cradle Hoof me. Probably not. We could also ping off the Dryad Arbor in response to the Hoof Trigger, so we wouldn't be like dead, I don't think. I think this is fine. Currently we have lethal if this board state stays the same. I'm gonna NO the Arbor. Hoof's not lethal if they NO the Arbor. Progenitus might be problematic. I don't think so though. Rex Sage would be kind of annoying. We'd have to start from scratch answering this Archon. They couldn't just natural order for the Rex Sage, maybe. We'll see what happens here. Can't do anything about this. Both the cats are in the room now. What if they just get hoof and hold it back and hit me for 7? That's probably not a good play, right? I think they're also deciding what they want to get because they're not sure. Rex Sage, alright, it is the Rex Sage. Saves them from being dead, but we also get to ping down the Rex Sage here. They hit me for 5, but now we're just trying to like Flicker Wisps or something to kill them. Or just like more creatures to attack them with. This thing is not legendary. So again, I don't think I'm playing these out, because we're back on like the Cataclysm might be something plan. Cat's doing something she shouldn't. I know you only play D&T, but I think D&T is positioned right now. I think D&T, I mean, I say this a lot, but like I think D&T is like actually fine right now. Like everyone's playing Delver, and like I don't know what everyone's problem is with the Delver matchup. Like Delver's a good matchup, and it is still a good matchup. I've been having very good success with it, or against it. I guess they can actually be attacking me now, can't they? Ooh, that's actually terrifying. I think D&D is super well positioned. Yeah, everyone keeps telling me that, like, oh no, everyone's playing Ren in 6 and Arcanist, and, like, you can't beat those cards. Yeah, suddenly this actually looks bad. I forgot this thing could just clock me. Now we need to, like, draw something in, like, 2 turns or we just die. Well, that's not something. Do you mind, cat? Get out from back behind the desk, please. Get out of here. Such a pest. What is my plan? Top deck Sword. Next turn, top deck Wisp, top deck Recruiter. We have like 2, 4. Like some number of outs. We're probably not going to find any of them. That's not an out, in fact. That leaves them with an Archon in play, doesn't it? Unfortunate. We had Council's Judgment as well. Yeah, the life you live. I had 2 pretty close games. One of them might have actually been decided differently if I had, like, played a little bit differently. I'm not sure, though. Like, obviously if they were getting Rex Sage, like, my decision with the GT didn't matter a whole bunch. And block, take 1 less, and then die. Alright. You got me, opponent. Good games. Really looking forward to Sunday. Oh yeah, you're just gonna, like, dumpster people in the challenge. Man, I wish I could play in the challenge. My girlfriend's going into lab Sunday, so, like, I could play in the challenge, but also I have a puppy to take care of. And, like, when I was playing the playoffs and also trying to take care of a puppy, that went horribly. So I'm not looking to do that one again. I guess I could just, like, play it and not stream it, right? I could just, like, play it in the living room on, like, my laptop, then not stream it. That might actually be reasonable. Maybe I'll do that. A lot easier to take care of the puppy out in the living room and not in like this random office where she's not used to being hanging out. Yeah, I'm just so used to associating playing Moto with streaming just because I have so much more fun streaming. But obviously, you can't always stream, and sometimes you have the ability to play Moto and don't have the ability to stream it, just based on other circumstances that are happening. So maybe that'll happen. I'll figure out what my schedule looks like. Sounds pretty fun. You stop flicking. Hey, no, don't jump onto that shelf. Get out of here, punk. I see you. My webcam can see you. Get down. All right, I need to fiddle with this mic. I keep not fiddling with it. My audio is just gonna keep being bad. T Kudo. Sand sucks. Sand's very bad. Sand is fine. We'll ship the flagstones. Flagstone doesn't do anything main deck, so it's just like slightly worse basic planes. Tundra Go on 7 cards. What on earth does that mean? And a draw step stop. I mean, doesn't affect any of my plays. Tundra Go makes me think it's more like Stoneblade than Miracles. Yeah, it looks like Esper Blade. The old 03 time. Probably just gonna plow the Stoneforge, honestly. This plow's not gonna get any better. You can hit Baleful Strixes, but like, hang on. Hold up. This isn't what I expected. Okay, can I blow these up? Yeah. Maybe I want to start doing this, since I have so much more space now. I think I still want to plow this Stoneforge. I don't think the Sword of the Meek deck plays like real creatures, right? What do I tutor here? Sword punches through Thopters. The Thopters are blue, so I think I tutor Sword of Fire and Ice? Like maybe Batterskull, just to hit them in the face. I'm like mildly alarmed. I just save the plow? No, if I'm getting sword, I don't want to like get it chump blocked. Maybe this is wrong. Maybe this is like wait to find out what else my opponent is playing. But if my plan plays out like I'm Stoneforging for sword, I'm trying to punch through with the sword, then I don't want it just to get chump blocked. I want to start connecting as soon as possible. That's a good draw against the Thopter Foundry, I have to imagine. I think we're going to Stoneforge for sword. Guess I should move this box down if I'm just going to have revealed cards. I don't know what to do with this. Still need to finagle a bunch with my stream setup. Alright, what you got, opponent? Something horrifying, I imagine. The old 4-color Thopter Foundry combo. Alright. We're gonna hope there aren't any, like, lightning bolts in here. They bolt my Revoker for a bad time. Or, like, Force of Will with Revoker. Yeah, also a bad time. Or it's probably just for deck. Yeah, maybe. I don't. Like Basic Mountain? Like, why are you playing Basic Mountain at that point? should be hosed here. Thopter Foundry Sword Limit combo, hard to beat. Need to draw like another Evoker or something. Not gonna race it very efficiently, even with Sword to punch through Thopters. I think I'm gonna cast Stoneforge here and get Batterskull. Batterskull holding a sword like is at least like deals 8, gains 6 a turn, which isn't nothing. And like we can't get the sword online. Spirit Keeper doesn't seem like it matters right now. Wastelanding can create 1 less Thopter a turn, notably, but I don't want to Wasteland because I want to play and equip the sword. Now we'll pass, I guess. I'm deeply alarmed. Yeah, you make 2 Thopters. You got it. Top deck Revoker, again, would be nice. Would definitely take it. Hoping to not get dacked here, that would be problematic. Put in the skull. Untap, take Vial up, top deck this Revoker. Well, perhaps GT, it's not nothing. Been tuning for Howl's Spirit Keeper quite a bit today, by the way. Yeah, Howl's Spirit Keeper's great. Alright, well, let's hope all of my equipment on one thing is good enough. Crunch. Shoot you in the face. Probably not worth shooting Thopters. But maybe it is because they're gaining 2 life. I'd rather take Thopters off the board. I'm going to play this, but I don't want to cast the GTA. Yeah, maybe shooting Thopters is more worth it than hitting them for 2. It's a lot of Thopters you got there, opponent. Oh no, don't play a spell. Urza, Lord High Artificer. Opponent's got 8 trillion mana. This doesn't do anything else, right? Just makes a big guy that we can chump block. Oh, wait, no, yeah, this makes a trillion mana. This is just infinite, right? Yeah, never mind. This is... we are dead. Oh, yeah. You can make infinite mana, gain infinite life, make infinite Thopters. Alright, yeah, they got me. So this is just like the Urza deck, except in Legacy, I guess. I have no idea what they play besides Force, Thopter Sword, and Urza. Cool, cool. Needle seems good. Surgical seems good. Rip. Judgment. Do I want Prelate? Do I want Cataclysm? Wow, I feel like there's a lot of sideboard cards. Wouldn't even be surprised if they're playing like fucking Dead of Winter with all their snow covereds. Seems our worst matchup today is opponents with pulses, yeah. I mean, we got pretty unlucky against Rug Delver, and then we got also unlucky against Elves, but also like paired versus Elves and got crushed anyway, and then I don't know how this matchup goes, but like imagine Swords of Plowshares is not particularly playable. I wonder if Mother of Runes is playable. What does their removal suite look like? Is Thalia even playable? Thalia taxes the Thopter Foundry combo and like probably whatever other nonsense. The only cards we saw were Stoneforge, Force of Will, Urza, and the Thopter Foundry combo. God, I don't fucking know what I want to be doing here. Do I want Jite? I could cut Jite. This deck has to have like Baleful Strix in it, right? That would make sense. They're like an artifact deck, and Baleful Strix is really good at keeping you alive. They're like 9,000 colors, so they can probably cast it. Prelate is maybe okay. Probably have some number of Wraths at like 3 mana or something. 2 mana turns off like the Thopter Foundry if they don't have the Whir. Cataclysm, I think they're a big mana deck. Just cut all the moms. Bring in Katas, cut like the... Man, what do I want to do? Cut Thalias? They're like a Stoneforge, Baleful Strix, Urza deck. I don't really want Thalia, but like maybe they're not. Cut Jailer? Let's do that. Too bad I don't have actual Disenchant. I don't think that would make this matchup like significantly better. This hand's playable. The old rest in peace Hallowed Spirit Keeper combo. Lead on Port, I guess? This deck does not have Wasteland in it, but you never know. Surgical is pretty sketchy. Opponent knows what they're doing. Yeah, maybe. They just like leave a mana open at the end of a return. Sure, 4-color Prismatic Vista. That seems legit. Why not? I think I just want to keep getting Sword. Wouldn't hesitate. I would at least hesitate to bring it in. I didn't see exactly what you cut, but it's worth it. Yeah, for sure. I like most of my sideboarding here was like guesswork because we saw very little out of their deck and only have like a general idea. But I do agree with the idea that Surgical is like probably a little weak, and like I just like impulse brought it in when maybe that's like not necessary. Or like even actively bad. They have Plows in their deck? Alright, cool, they have Plows in their deck. Wow. Calm down, kitty. Sure. Gonna get a Sword. Gonna get a Jite. I imagine this deck, yeah, I'm sure Batter's cool. Alright. That's butts. I think I want to play Flicker Wisp here. If they put in a Batterskull, Jite holding a sword, or Spirit Keeper holding a sword, which I can do next turn because we have Ancient Tomb, it just smashes into a Batterskull and trades with it. I'd rather fly over it and punch them. Flicker the Stoneforge Mystic, assert your dominance. Sure. Sounds like a plan. So Flicker this Crocus. I don't know what shenanigans my opponent is up to. Yeah, next turn we can hard cast Sword and then equip it, assuming no like counter spells. Actual shenanigans. I mean, they could cast it. They're on 4-color mono basics. Finally, a legacy deck that like I don't hate Astrolabe in. People have been like playing Astrolabe in just like legacy decks, and it's baffling to me. This card is like, I don't think this card is playable at like 1 mana if it's not doing something else for your deck, right? Unless I'm like horrendously misunderstanding some like key aspect of this card. It does hold together their I don't know what the word for their mana base is, but it holds it together, certainly. Like, if you're not like an artifact deck, I don't know why they're playing it. It's well to well. Yeah, I understand it in this deck, but I've seen like just people playing Astrolabes just like in their like 3 to 4 color deck that has no cards. it's not like a particularly powerful card. I just haven't really understood why it's in decks. Do I want to like? Opponent doesn't have like dazes and shit. It's like a chance they don't counter this if like I can't equip it this turn. They're just holding a batter skull activation though, so it probably doesn't matter. I probably want to play with the tomb though, just in case some random bullshit. We at least get to clear this stone forward. They get to make a batter skull, but that's beatable. They have removal. Well, they might have a plow or something, but they would have plowed it in response to the equip. Red mana. Oh, they're gonna shatter the sword. Sure, wear tear. At least we didn't play a rip. I don't even want to play this rip yet, because I think I want to make my Spirit Keeper good. We could recruit a 2. We could recruit another Stoneforge and cast it here, actually. Opponent doesn't have enough basics in the deck. They have just naturally hit basic. Or they fetched ones. They fetched for the plane, and then basic. Recruit for Stoneforge only gets me Batter Skull. I could recruit for, like, another Wisp, but it's really slow. I could recruit for Revoker or, what's the other thing? Leon and Relic Warder. Leon and Relic Warder I could not cast. So the terrible Julian deck, which, yeah, that deck was like a fucking dumpster fire. I think I want to play Hallowed Spirit Keeper here. I think I want to try and cash in its value before I'm like forced to play a Rest in Peace. Would I block Batter Skull if it attacked here? Probably not. I've also just like played recruit like a Wisp and played out Thalia. That might have actually been better. Because like the Spirit Keeper isn't attacking very well into a Batter Skull. What on earth is this? Sure. Now I kind of want to Flicker Wisp. People keep boarding in Containment Priest against Death and Taxes. I'll definitely block the Containment Priest here if it attacked. I won't block the Batter Skull. We're fine against that. But I'm going to cast like a fucking Urza. That would certainly be terrifying. Sure, yeah, that's a card that's in your deck too. Why not? Well, now at least we get to punish them for having Containment Priest in their deck, so we can just kill this Brea. Because we do the white source, so we can cast Recruiter, get Wisp, and Wisp out the Brea, and then it gets exiled to the Priest. So they can't just, like, push my shit in with this Brea. I got 2 Thopters, so I can't attack the Wisp anymore. If they attack with Skull, I might probably wouldn't double block. You put the Skull on like a Thopter, that'd be horrifying. Probably can't beat that. I was about to say, shove with everything seems aggressive. I think I'll double block the Batter Skull with Spirit Keeper Recruiter. It gains me 4 life and makes 2 spirits. Could just chump block it since they're not equipping. Probably worth chump blocking more. We have we can build up like Triathalia Caracas to slow it down. The Thopter. They don't have the sword, I guess. Yeah, of course. Bellatrix makes a lot of sense in this deck. I still don't want to play this Rip. Maybe that's why I wanted to block with the Spirit Keeper, because I wanted to convert this Spirit Keeper into something. I think I have to Council's Judgment this Batter Skull. This Batter Skull's like actually like wrecking me. Can't even convert it into a Thopter because this thing doesn't target. They have to let it resolve first. Maybe I want to play Thalia here. Go to 9. They have a lot of flyers that are scary. I don't think the Thalia in play is worth it yet. I might need to start cashing in these Flicker Wisps. Try to convert the Spirit Keeper into something. Ooh, shove with everything. I love that. Please. Block, block, block. Get 4 spirits. Come on. Come on, hit me. Hit me. Let me trade this Spirit Keeper. Yes. I'm not going to play around like Dead of Winter. I guess playing around Dead of Winter would be blocking like this anyway, right? Because it would just wrath the whole board. Seems like I don't want to block one of these Thopters, but I also don't want to take a bunch of damage. One, two, three, four, five, six. 4 mana. So I don't think I want to play the Aether Vial. I think I just want to play Rip Thalia, leave up Tomb. We're definitely losing the race. They can make 1 more Thopter out of this Astrolabe, so I'll attack with 1 spirit here. So we're able to block all the Thopters if we need to. Yep. Uh-oh. I don't want this last card to be a spell. Wait, what did they sack? Oh, they killed it. They ate the Foundry. Interesting. That block's free. Yeah, now the surgical does in fact look like butts here. What's the scariest color? Red or black? Could be leaving up Caracas here, maybe. Which keyboard is that? It's a Corsair something something. I don't know. I don't know shit about Classic. Always the correct port target. Oh god. Hopefully they don't have a GTA or we just lose. Okay, they should sort of make. I mean, that makes a 2-3. I also can't beat a 2-3. Surprised they didn't just play an equip. Unless this Prismatic Vista can't find anything. Brimaz, certainly interesting, but this sword is going to clock me pretty soon. So we have to attack with the Spirit because we can't block the Thopter anymore. So attack with the Spirit, play Brimaz, I think. Corsair keywords use their own custom keycaps, so if you need to replace keycap, you have to do it through Corsair. Good to know. That is for future me to worry about. You nailed it. Don't really know why they're tapping the Stoneforge here. They could probably afford to cast it. Wait, they're not equipping? This thing, you can just manually equip it, you know, opponent. Future XJ is going to forget the conversation and get fucked a second time. Also very accurate. Alright, well, I guess that's fair. Well, we'll save our Brimaz here. Keep holding up this Caracas. Porting them seems kind of like a fool's errand. At some point I want to start porting this mountain, because I don't know what could be behind it, and it's kind of scary. As soon as I don't have anything to do with my mana, I'll probably be porting them off of... With double port, though, we can take them off of white or black. Which is maybe better. Not when we have a Stoneforge to cast, though. The chance I could afford to, like, start taking damage here. And, like, using this tomb, but I'm also very scared of doing that. Nobody cares about future XJ. Figured I was on. Yeah, exactly. I'll be fine. Sure, Astrolabe, you got it. We'd have to tap out if I wanted to equip Batterskull to punch. It'd be 7, 8, 9 damage. So it's not worth it. There's the Brainstorm. Is that the first Legacy playable? Like, oh no, we saw Sword Split Shares. Thinking of, like, Legacy cards that exist. We've seen, Containment, Baleful Containment, alright, I'm exaggerating a tad. Feel pretty safe this game, though. Brimaz is definitely pulling some weight here. Though he might be kind of weak to my opponent's overall strategy. Very bad against Baleful Strix and Thopter Foundry shenanigans. What on earth? There are red cards. We ported the red and actually took them off a thing until they astrolabed it in. This doesn't really do a lot, though. It makes chump blockers. Oh, they're blowing my Stoneforge. Alright, sure. Question for chat real quick. If I attack my opponent's face with Brimaz, I can send that token at the Duretti, right? Very important question. Because that very much dictates what I'm about to do. Also, we can equip the Batterskull and not leave up. Oh no, now we can't because we have to actually hardcast this Batterskull. Never mind. So yeah, we hardcast to leave up Caracas again. So virtual your ability to declare the as you put it on the battlefield doesn't have to. Okay, cool. Thank you. So we attack my opponent's face here and the Duretti here. And this makes a thing that chooses to attack the Duretti. Cool. And then we hardcast the Skull. Continue leaving up Caracas for Brimaz. The Surgical and second Rest in Peace are looking very good. A lot of basics. A lot of basics. What on earth is this? Another Dead of Winter. Sure. That's just, we have lethal. I guess the Brimaz could actually get removal spelled here. Or they could have a blocker. Oh, that is 2 blockers. That's just enough to... Oh no, we don't have lethal. They're not enough life to kill them anyway, but this doesn't do a whole lot. So we should be okay. Do you mind, kitty? I'm on a tight clock here. They're gonna equip the sword to the Urza or something. We're just gonna go ham with a big old Brimaz, wielding a big stick. Cataclysm, huh? Not very good right now, awkwardly enough. Because we actually can't beat the Construct and the Urza currently. I guess we could bounce the Urza and Cataclysm, and then they'd just be down to still a 3-4, though, which blocks. Maybe I do want a Cataclysm here. Caracas the Urza, cast Cataclysm, attack with both. I think I'd rather equip the Batterskull first, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Caracas is Urza on end step. Get him 1-1. Rip this cat soldier. Poor guy. Oh, nice, the chump block. I'm okay with that. Considering my Cataclysm plan. Currently don't have a lethal. We're actually 1 off, assuming like nothing happens. It's obviously not always going to be the case. Stoneforge, sure. Do they have more equipment? They don't. So they only have a sword and a Batterskull. No GT. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing has an activated ability. Reveals polluted delta, nice. You got it, opponent. Yes, cast more spells, please. So we're just gonna Cataclysm, keeping Brimaz and Batterskull here. And that should be game. So let's float all our mana first, so we can cast this Revoker post Cataclysm, I guess. Do I want to bounce this Urza so they have to keep a Stoneforge around? Out of here, kitty. I'm wasting too much time on this decision. That probably doesn't matter. They have to chump block. I can just Revoker the Urza. Keep Rip and keep Caracas. Cast Revoker and Rip. Okay, cool. They conceded. We did it. Get off of me, you demon. Got 10 minutes for this last round. All right, yeah. I might agree with Barra that these surgicals actually suck, and I like very impulsively boarded them in because Thopter Founder is scary, but surgical's not actually great against the Thopter Sword combo. So we've got to see a lot more of their deck, notably, and they are just like the modern deck, just with like some fancy legacy cards. I don't know what that means for my sideboarding decisions. Do I want Plows? Do I want the Thalia? Do I want Jailer? And Jailer seems really weak against all the cameras. It makes, yeah, we still haven't put the camera up on the wall. It's hanging from a monitor. I'm going to put a shelf on the back wall here and actually have a good looking camera. Dog is on my shoulder, yes. She's been so annoying for like the whole stream, haven't you? Haven't you? Do I like want some number of Plows against my opponent's Baleful Strix Urza deck? Brea? No, all these cards are like very scary, but not something I really want Plow for. I could see just bringing back the Thalia, maybe the Ballista? I meant the size of your board, not the webcam. Oh yeah, no, I sent Alex the image, but he hasn't got back to me yet. Maybe I do actually. No, Mom's really weak against Dead of Winter, which my opponent has 2 of at least. And they didn't seem to have like a lot of other spot removal. I guess I could bring back in like the GT and the Stone Forge, but they seem pretty weak against my opponent's deck. Let's bring this Ballista to clear like Strixes and shit. Like a late game mana sink too. Ancient Tomb is worth it without Chalice inside, just in the deck or in general? Because we do have Chalices in the sideboard, but like for this matchup, like we're keeping it in because it's like the 24th land, and this matchup, your life total is probably pretty generous. What's up, all the time? Or are you just asking in general, is Ancient Tomb worth it without Chalices in the sideboard? Just as a generic question, not about this deck list. There are a lot of answers to that question, I guess. And I like Ancient Tomb. It's obviously better with Chalices, but you're not playing Ancient Tomb because you can like have the god hand of your 1 of Ancient Tomb and one of your 2 of Chalices in your opener or post board. Like that's not why you're playing Ancient Tomb. The card would be like, it would be a very bad plan. It's used because you get random like bursts of mana, like especially with equipments or Recruiter of the Guard. Is this hand keepable? This was like an Aether Ballast hand might be keepable. Cataclysm seems pretty powerful against my opponent. Pithing Needle also does. This hand might be a keep. I think we can get a better 6 though. Sword's good. Pithing Needle's good. We'll keep. We'll see how bad this hand is. Like, we find something along the way. Wow. This deck's playing a Creeping Tar Pit? Really? I feel like this doesn't strike me as a Creeping Tar Pit deck. That seems extremely ambitious from the 4-color Snow deck to just be playing a Dimir Guildgate. Dimir Guildgate with fists. True. It is a Dimir Guildgate that can also hurt people. Probably gonna just Council Judgment like whatever they play here. Assuming it's like some Planeswalker, like a Dak or a Daretti. Yeah, we're definitely gonna Council's Judgment. Maybe we don't Council Judgment a Daretti because we're just like playing on Cataclysming them. I mean, they're just like 1/1s with Defender. They can't blow up any of my shit. I guess if I played out my sword next turn, they could blow up the sword. But we could also just not play out the sword. Yeah, let's just like cast a Recruiter of the Guard and just count Cataclysm them. Maybe they play a second Planeswalker or something. What do I get with this Recruiter though? So we're gonna be back to like 2 lands. What in the world are you playing against? Like basically the modern deck except in Legacy. We're gonna be on 2 lands, so Stoneforge Mystic seems like a decent grab. It only gets us the Batter Skull, but like Batter Skull's pretty good. And like we already have the sword. Probably better than like Thalia is actually not a bad plan either to follow up Cataclysm, just like man deny them, and it attacks through Baleful Strix pretty well. Yeah, let's go with Thalia. Can you not bite me, kitty? Why do you keep biting my face? I think the plan is to tax them. Hopefully they like hit another land drop here. And then like cast a Jace or a Dak or something stupid. Something stupid and then also beatable with Cataclysm. Like not a Brea. I guess we have like Caracas the Brea actually. Yeah, Stoneforge, that's beatable. That's fine. If they have another land drop, they could Batter Skull me. What is this deck? Your guys' guess is as good as mine. Does it play Goblin Engineer? It might, for all I fucking know. That's a good follow-up. This is definitely going to be a Cataclysm turn. Hopefully don't have Force of Will, because basically all of my plans revolved around this Cataclysm resolving. They probably keep like Strict Stoneforge, and then like Plains, or maybe Tar Pit. If they hit a land drop, Island, alright. So if they have another land drop, they can Batter Skull me, which is some level of scary. They don't have another land, they're just like super boned. Ah, yes. Nice Arca. Ah, no, they hit a land drop. But now they can't activate the Stoneforge yet. We might actually have to revoke this Stoneforge to not get Batter Skulled. And not be all in on the mana denial plan yet. Tossing the Crocus so you draw another. Yeah, because the Crocus isn't super relevant here. And if we want to hit our land drops post Cataclysm, so if we draw another Crocus and we kept it, it's just like heinously bad. Needle or Stoneforge, that doesn't seem particularly good because it's just mana inefficient. Could revoke the Arkham's Astrolabe. Oh no, they're activating a response. Could take them off of white mana and just name the Astrolabe. That seems kind of greedy. We could do that next turn. I think I just want to assure that we're not getting Batter Skulled. It's a Snow Blue. Cast like a Brainstorm or something. Yep, sure. Man, I hope they don't have another land drop. That would be swell. Get like Thalia them. Revoke. Oh man, another land drop. Oh man. Why's it gotta be this way? Why it gotta be like that? Wisp is nice. Wisp in the Recruiter is extremely nice. Rogue try to deny them mana, like deny them colors, seems kind of medium. I think I just like Thaliaing. Attack this Revoker if they want to trade, sure, whatever. I just want to start attacking them. Let's cast Thalia here. So we got 0% chance my opponent can flash something in here, right? In before some stupid artifact flash threat. If they have a removal spell, like they have a removal spell, yeah, I can't do anything about that. I could have played my other Revoker to name the Mystic as well, but we're also on a track to be able to, like, to handle a Batter Skull, so. Punch with Strix, sure. Like our own Stoneforge Mystic, that actually handles Batter Skull quite well. None of our other plays really do. This has been a weird game. I'm going to take the hit from the Batter Skull here. Happy trading Batter Skull. No attack with the Bellatrix? Sure. What do they have post-combat here? Plow my Stoneforge, mean. Since we got a land drop, we can pop this Germ. So maybe we Revoker Batter Skull. It's also a possibility that we want to Revoker this fucking Astrolabe. Just to deny them white mana, but they've already cast 2 Plows. I think I just want to Revoker naming Batter Skull. Take another hit and then try to, like, wisp it. But we also have Councils. Oh, we don't have Councils next. We have Athalia in play. I think I want to name Batter Skull here. I'd probably actually flicker my Recruiter if I draw land for Wisp and just, like, block the Germ with, like, Thalia plus Wisp or something. Then Wisping the Recruiter a bunch, like, digs me out of this hole. We'll take another 4 here. Go to 10. We're not in, like, chump block range yet. Thopter Foundry is certainly scary, and we didn't draw the land, so I'm just going to needle it. Might be chump blocking time with this on this Batter Skull. I might just throw my Recruiter under the bus. Maybe throw the Thalia under the bus. I want to unlock my opponent's hand, though. I think my own hand might be more important, though. Casting Council's Judgment and Sword and stuff. They're hitting their land drops. They can cast most of their spells at this point. Recruiter draw, huh? Well, at least I can cast 2 Vials now. My hand filled with 3 drops and never hitting another land. Post-Cataclysm. We'll go to 7 here, chump block the Germ. Why are they keeping 1 Strix back? I'm very confused why they keep doing that. Oh, that's definitely bad. That is, in fact, super bad for me. Just gonna, like, activate the Urza ability. Brainstorm enter the exile zone. You got it, boss. Looks like we're probably dead here. Opponent managed to hit a couple more land drops than I did. Right on time, rest in peace. Very helpful right now. Yeah, I think we are just dead, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that is actually just lethal. Wow, getting dumpstered today. That was a really unfortunate series of draws. We kept a 4-lander, found our 5th, and then just, like, missed for the rest of the game. We had, like, 9,000 turns to hit a land. Yeah, I'll get my bad luck out now. We've been pretty unlucky, like, most of these games. Can't win them all, as they say. This cat has moved into sitting into my lap. Oh, her head just popped up on the webcam. What are you doing, kitty? Better go 05 now, not 05 at the end of the month. Yeah, exactly. Or 05 in this challenge that I might be playing on Sunday. Don't sit where I have to hold you up. I'm not holding you up. You have to support your own weight. You can hang out on my shoulder. I'm not gonna hold you up. I need both my hands to play Magic. There you go. Nope, nope, don't do that, kitty. I need to figure out what's wrong with my mic. And by what's wrong with it, obviously, it's just like not properly set up and stuff. Because I'm getting like really bad sound if it's up too high. And then if I turn it down, it's just like too quiet and no one can hear me. And I feel like there's some way to fix either of those issues. But I am the opposite of a tech guy. Which is weird because I have an electrical engineering degree. But I'm sure YouTube and Google can help me out, as they can with most things. This hand's pretty good. It's a little weaker on the draw because we don't have anything going on until turn 2, but I think it's keepable. Opponent mulliganed to 6. I'll keep. Opponent mulligans to 5. Alright, we're either dead or in business. Guess we will quickly find out what the case is. Oh, we're dead. The old Dredgerino. Well, that's a very good hand to discard. That is a real good one, huh? They can't get anything online yet. So maybe we have a chance to, like, Thalia them out of stuff. Oh, God, my neck. Stop. Why do you keep doing this, cat? Good matchup to send us into the old 04 bracket. So they probably don't get back this Icarid. Wait, maybe they do, but they have to pitch one of their only 2 dredgers. But it makes sense because they get 2 zombies out of it. So it's probably actually worth it. What you got? There's a therapy and a narc. That sucks a lot. There's no other dredgers, though. Hang on. Might actually be able to beat this. Can we beat 4 zombies with this hand? We can if they don't well, actually, yeah, because we have 2 things that are actually good against zombies in Stoneforge and Thalia. So, yeah, so the Icarid was a little bit greedy because if they missed on a dredger, they're actually, like, really out of luck here. And they did. But obviously, if you hit another dredger, then you just, like, getting 2 zombies earlier is much, much, much better. But we might actually be able to beat this. Unless they just, like, top deck a Breakthrough or a Faithful Soothing or some stupid shit. What are they tanking on? Hit me for 3 and therapy me. Okay, or don't hit me for 3, I'll take it. It's fine. They maybe didn't want to get plowed. I would have plowed in the draw step, though. Or in the upkeep. I'm not, like, that bad at Magic. Thalia or Stoneforge? Name's Plow. What? This is the. That was. What? In what world was that play correct? Plow was like the only card I would have played. That was like the absolute worst way to do that. So we'll lead with Thalia because I don't want them to just top deck like a 1-mana draw spell. Can we use the punt command on the opponent? At least we know they aren't ghosting. They don't even have more black creatures for the Icarid. Yeah, they're pretty dead here. Yeah, got me, opponent. Like Wisp a Zombie, or I can just get Stoneforge going. Wisp a Zombie like clears the Narc Amoeba. Or blocks the Narc Amoeba, but maybe I want to get like my GT online as fast as possible so I can like clear their bridges. But I think they're just like pretty dead here. They need to rip second land and also the draw spell. Okay, cool. Wow, we did it. They had to get pretty unlucky, but we won game 1, which is pretty huge. Talk about boarding in Relic Order at some point, because it eats, like, Serenity and the Silent Gravestone or whatever. We'll figure out what my sideboarding looks like. Can you not, kitty? Why are you being so annoying? Just sit on my shoulders. Jeez. Palace Jailer's awful. Provoker's awful. Spirit Keeper is bad. Council Judgment sucks. Cataclysm sucks. Jailer sucks. Prelate is okay. A little slow, but probably better than like a Flicker Wisp. Why are you like this, kitty? Can you not be like this? Go for something like that, maybe? Fire and Ice actually sucks. Let's keep it in the Flicker Wisp. Is Flicker Wisp better than like a Hallowed Spirit Keeper? Maybe not. Hallowed Spirit Keeper makes more blockers. It's also obviously better with the rip, but if we have a rip in play, everything's already going right. So maybe something like this looks okay. Board in like... Nope, don't go over there. Don't go on that bookshelf. Board in like maybe Chalice or Needle on the play. Needle like Putrid Imp or whatever. Don't jump for it. Sand sucks. Sand also sucks. Alright, she's leaving. Thank God I'm free. Sands haven't even been like borderline keepable. These hands are just like unplayable. I mean, I think I'd keep this on like a 6 in the blind maybe. Put it plain to the bottom, but obviously not game 2 against Dredge. Oh, well, I'll keep that. Let's push Plains Tomb. We want to keep Karakas in case they're on Hogak. And because like they don't have mana, they don't like have wastelands or anything. The Tomb just like doesn't really matter though. We don't want to take excess damage. Could obviously get therapied or just like have a horrendous board state before this Rest in Peace matters, but I mean, not gonna go to 4 trying to find Surgical. Oh, if this is Fateless Looting, this is a good start. And we probably are dead. Or if this is a breakthrough with a looting in hand. Oh, well, it's a careful state with a looting in hand. This Grave Troll might miss, though. Miss. Nope, they didn't miss. They didn't miss again. This looting. No board state yet, though. There's an Icarid and a Therapy, so that means we're dead, right? As long as they like. Actually, we could draw Plow as well, right? Mom doesn't really do it. Now, assuming they Therapy the right thing, we are very, very dead. Unless we top deck second, rest in peace. Oh, and they hit 2 narcs and a second bridge. Alright, yeah, we're super dead. Therapy for Plow one time. We could win if that happens. We could beat that. Just attack with the Icarid. I'll block. Oh, dang. They saw the line. Alright, Therapy for Plow one time. Therapy for Surgical Extraction. What could go wrong, opponent? This is like snap naming rest in peace. There's no way. They named rest in peace. Yeah, they got me. Wow. Outplayed. Maybe they'll attack with the Icarid. If we top deck Surgical, is that enough? Come on, attack. Come on, no, no, come back. Opponent, no. Top deck like Ballista. Another Mom doesn't quite do it. I guess I can F6 pretty readily here. Hit another Narc, another Therapy. They can take the Brimas. We just can't beat the board anymore, so even if we like draw a rip, we're just dead. We'll draw Surgical for information. But I don't think we'll gain a lot of information. We already see 2 Firestorms and a Nature's Claim, which is neat. Name's Brimaz, King of Rescos. You got it. Maybe double blocking a zombie was more profitable. I mean, not that it matters. There's like absolutely nothing we can do. Take that bridge from blows. We got him. Maybe they'll mill. Maybe they'll dredge more just so I can see more of their deck. I'm gonna see if they have any sort of thing that I actually want Relic Order against, but it seems like no, especially with double Firestorm. Let's see if they want to mill more and show me cards. Alright. They didn't show me anything though, but 14 cards left. We have not seen much. Anyway. Let's concede before their brain fries. Alright, so maybe we want Chalice. Chalice is okay, especially on the play. You can play it on turn 1 to beat LED, or even like late game, like turning off their Cabal Therapies isn't nothing. Although it also turns off your Surgicals, so it's like also not great. Provoker sucks. Needle is bad. Needle hits Putrid Imp. Don't think it's worth it. Oh, we didn't even bring in the Relic Order. Whoops. I thought about bringing it in and then like just didn't. But like it's not very important detail anyway. I think I just want these chalices. 2 Flicker Wisps or something. Call it a day. This looks fine. I think Brimaz and Spirit Cube are both better than Flicker Wisp in this matchup, so spin it like this. Would have loved to play first. I would have loved to not keep this hand. I think we're going to 5 here. This hand is like serviceable. Turn 1 Mom, turn 2 Thalia, turn 3 we can use Thalia to break bridges. I would probably like ship the Prelate to the bottom, but I think we're better off going to 5, especially with the London Mulligan. We have 4 graveyard hate cards. Abuse London Mulligan, yeah. I mean, it's got Aether Vial and Surgical. We're just going to ship, like, probably Recruiter Prelate. Maybe ship actually the Mom. The Recruiter might help us, like, rebuild. Although the Recruiter doesn't need... Because we're going to Surgical the bridges, likely. The Prelate doesn't matter. So definitely the Prelate. The Prelate's gone. It's either the Recruiter or the Mom. I think it might be the Recruiter. Let's ship the Mom. Yeah, there's definitely a... Not sure which. There's a chance we, like... Yeah, I think it might be the Mom. Recruiter with Thalia to break bridges. I mean, we're probably going to Surgical the bridges. We can also recruit like a Ballista to break bridges, which is also just a better version of that plan. I think it is ship the Mom. Or we recruit for like, if we find a white source, we recruit for like a Stoneforge to try to beat the rest of the deck. After we Surgical the bridges, we still need to beat like a bunch of like random shitter Icarids and Narcomoebas. Looting with no LED. I'm game for this. Slow start. Discard Grave Troll Bridge. Jeez. So they have Street Wraith in their deck, so Surgicaling this Dredger is definitely a concern. We could just Surgical the bridge to play it safe. Ooh, Wasteland. I mean, we're going to port it, but hitting land drops is pretty good. I think I want to Surgical the bridges more than I want to try to, like, snipe this Grave Troll. And, like, hopefully they don't have, like, more Dredge enablers. I think we can beat the rest of the deck. Two Narcomoebas, huh? How's this graveyard doing? Move the triggers over here. So they have Narc Therapy and a bridge. We could Surgical the Narcomoebas. It seems pretty weak though. They get to Therapy me once, but they probably will miss. I think we're gonna just Surgical the bridge. We're also very heavily advertising that we have a Surgical Extraction by pausing here. I think this is fine. I think we're still going after the bridges. Bridge is the scariest card in the deck by far. We don't have to Surgical until they sack a Narcomoeba. Because if the bridge, yeah. Could be a little Surgical Extraction. Wow, that is a very horrifying hand of Magic cards. Screen grab this real quick. Yoink. Pull this off to the side. Okay. I don't have anything else to do this turn. They have Careful Study, 2 more lands, a Firestorm, a Grave Troll, and 2 LEDs in their hand. Those are all very scary. They didn't end another Dredger though, so the Careful Study is like kind of weak. They get Careful Study, crack an LED, but then they lose the Firestorm. They need Rest in Peace of the Therapy, sure. They're playing out the LEDs because I have Thalia in my hand, and they might use them here. I think their play wants to be Careful Study, like City of Brass, Careful Study, crack LED on the stack to just try to like explode. And maybe like Therapy this Thalia or something. Well, I don't think they care about Thalia. They might actually Therapy the Recruiter. But now that they don't have any bridges, all they have is like Narcomoebas and Icarids to kill me. Yeah, there's City of Brass, LED. Careful Study. They discard their whole hand. Okay, their hand doesn't matter anymore. They hit an Icarid, another Therapy. Oh yeah, they get looting too. They get multiple lootings. This could be bad. They might just like ice. They can't ice my whole hand, but they might ice my Thalia and then kill my Recruiter next turn. So I can crack this LED, cast the other looting. Yep. Draw a bunch more Grave Trolls. Two, 3 Icarids. Top deck or other Surgical. They probably just deck. But yeah, they should Therapy my Thalia here. I think. But then we could draw, if we draw a land, we get to punish them though. If they Therapy the Thalia, because then we could Recruiter up a Stoneforge or something. And Batter Skull should put it away. Oh no, they could Therapy the Batter Skull. Recruiter Stoneforge should be bad. They could Therapy both things, and never mind, I'm done. They have a bunch of Narcomoebas. They just leave me with an empty hand and try to kill me with Icarids over the next 7 turns. Yep. So now what do we want to top deck? Are they down all of their... Oh god, it's very tiny. They're down 3 therapies, but they don't have the 4th. So that means I'm never going to have the 4th, because if they mill themselves, they'll just die. So, I guess Stoneforge. Stoneforge would need white mana, though. Prelate, not the best time for you, Prelate. We might be dead. Three is a lot of Icarids. We can't even really draw anything. Because like Stoneforge doesn't do it. We need white mana, we can't like double spell next turn. Because we could draw like a 3-drop. Brimaz, I guess, would be the best draw. Maybe they'll dredge this Grave Troll. They wouldn't even kill themselves. Although I don't think they'd be able to deal enough damage next turn. Because we're only taking 10 here, going to 8. Wow, they just drew the therapy. Oh, they had the blind therapy. No, then they could like sack the narc to the therapy. They just top deck the therapy as one of the last 7 cards in their deck. I mean, they had a 1 and 7 to hit it. And it was Containment Priest. Yeah, because I didn't put that in response to these 3 Icarids coming into play. They didn't flashback the therapy, take the Prelate though. We're not dead currently. So we need them to accidentally dredge this Grave Troll. I think that's the only way we win. I guess I should Wasteland this. No, they can't cast any spells. It doesn't matter. Because I could turn off all the spells in their deck, but none of their spells have any text. They do have a Nature's Claim left that they could draw and claim my Vial. I think I'd rather have my own plows, honestly. We go to 1 here. Come on, just dredge this Grave Troll. You know you want to, opponent. Come on, dredge it. Dredge the Grave Troll. Aw, they dredged the Thug. Cowardice. They actually needed to dredge there, didn't they? Because they were actually running out of Icarus. So, no, they're putting me to 1. The Narcomoeba already kills me. How does this go? 69. Could have just gotten rid of the Icarus with the other's trigger. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, the Icarus just kill the Icarus can cannibalize each other. We are in fact dead. 05 Dream still alive, folks. I wonder if that game changes if I surgical those Narcomoebas. What was their hand? Yeah, so we saw their hand. Their hand was Careful Study, 2 lands, Firestorm, Grave Troll, 2 LEDs. So the game probably does not go well for me if I surgical the Narcs. We can't get Cabal Therapy into Oblivion, though, notably. Because all our Narcs are dead, so the only thing they can sack Cabal Therapies would be Icarids. Oh, I don't know. Maybe surgicaling the Narcomoebas is correct there. Unsure. I mean, obviously we didn't know what their hand was, and their hand was very good. Double LED Careful Study as a turn 2 play after dredging 2 Narcomoebas on your first draw step is powerful. Certainly. Yeah, excuse me. The 05 Dream is the only thing keeping me going. I can't go to bed since laundry still needs to be dry. This was a rough league. Yeah, this was truly a rough league. A very high combination of bad beats and, I don't know, decent play. I think we've been playing pretty reasonably here. But a lot of bad beats. Opponents have very good hands. I have not great hands. Kitty's back. No, you can't just sit. No, you can't sit on my chest. That's not how that works. Main deck Crips for the Metalcraft synergy with Jorkad. You're gonna have to tell me what. Wait, isn't Jorkadine like the red-white card? That really bad one from from Mirrodin, or Scars of Mirrodin block. Like, gives your team a buff? Gives your team something? Like +2/+0 or some shit if you have Metalcraft? Some nonsense like that. Well, I'm not gonna look it up because we're gonna play Magic. I think if you exclamation point card or something. Stop eating my hair, please. His hand is a little bit weak to me not having white sources, but Mom into possibly a Recruiter into something like Jailer. Or at least Stoneforge or Thalia, depending on what our land situation looks like. This is a keep. 5/4 first strike. 3+3 +0 no. Yeah, I knew it was some stupid shit like that. Stop clawing me to death, you demon! What do they got? Trop. Drug Delver again? Ah, Rug Delver with Hex Drinker, sure. This card is maybe more unplayable than Nimble Mongoose. I'm not sure, though. The missionary position of Legacy. Feels like that would be like a Delver deck, right? Very like boring and common and gets the job done. The old Honda Civic comparison. Grixis Delver was like the Honda Civic of Magic. Boring, reliable, does what it needs to do. Hex Drinker Wrenn and 6, huh? Sure. Mana Denial's not on the docket. It's certainly marginally scarier than a Nimble Mongoose, I suppose. Don't forget a Honda Civic and a Grixis Delver both cost 5k. So I don't think I want to play around Daze. My opponent force pitching Force instead of dazing my mom. Why did they? I guess they drew the Wrenn and 6 because like there's no way you would force a mom if you're just gonna play Wrenn and 6 on turn 2. But it means they probably don't have a Daze, which means we just want a Stoneforge for like Batter Skull or something stupid to put in front of this Hex Drinker. They could have a Bolt, which makes game grabbing Batter Skull kind of shitty. Let's see if it resolves. GT is medium. GT is pretty bad against, like, it doesn't help against Wrenn very much. It's between Sword and Batter Skull, and I think I want the Batter Skull just to shove something for the Hex Drinker. We're 1 mana away from casting it, too. If they answer my Stoneforge, if they just, like, have a Bolt, then what do? Recruit something? Recruit a Revoker, maybe? Try to turn off the Wrenn. Gets back Scalding Tarn. Cast another Hex Drinker. Wait. Taking damage out. Dismember the Stoneforge. Sure. Hello, kitty. Level up the old Hex Drinker. You got it, boss. Will this get protection from instants? Sure. Ooh, white mana. That's good. Kind of down to just slam this Prelude on 1 and then slam Batter Skull next turn. You can beat a 4/4, right? Prelude on, especially because they just burned a Dismember. Prelude on 1 seems pretty powerful. Even blocks this Hex Drinker. Not if they put 3 mana into it. Dog's going nuts again. Oh yeah, this Wrenn and 6 is ulting eventually. I do need to be slightly alarmed about that, don't I? Make it 4/4. You got it, boss. Hit me for 4. You're gonna protect your Wrenn. Protecting the Wrenn might honestly be the play. Nope. Okay. See if they found Daze. Because we're gonna windmill slam this Batter Skull. Oh no, it has protection from instants. We're 1 turn too late. We'll attack the Wrenn here. Please no Daze-Reno. Nice. Should be pretty good now. They have like a second Wrenn. They get like a Wrenn down tick to clear the Prelate and then try to get their 1s back. But in the meantime, we have a lot that's... Maybe I didn't even want... no. Yeah, I wanted to do that. It's a possibility like I wanted to play around Daze and like not slam the Skull into it. I could like wisp the Hex Drinker. Oh man, is this going up to a 6/6 pro everything? Can't wisp that, but I can race it pretty well. I could not attack and try to kill me with this Wrenn with a tiny Progenitus to block. Could have Flyer in play at that point though. Decided to try to race, huh? Okay. So we clear the Ren, go to 8. If they attack me, we go to 2, and then we're dead unless we can equip the Batter Skull, which we can't because we'll be at 2 with the Ancient Tomb, right? Unless we draw another land or we get like GTA Online, but we can't get GTA Online currently. The other play is to just put the Batter Skull on the Prelate and hit the Ren, so I gain 6, but gain 4 technically because I'm taking 2 from the 2. But then I go to 8, but then I already have a 6/6 lifelinker in play, which will just race the Hex Drinker. So I'll be able to actually utilize my Tomb. I think that has to be the play, because otherwise I think we're dying to this Hex Drinker without ripping another land off the top. So I think it's just equip Batter Skull to Prelate, kill Ren, and cast Mom. And then they have to hang the Hex Trigger back, and eventually we can set up like equipping the Wisp with a Batter Skull and punching them. Another Ren in 6 doesn't burn me out either, because it only pings me for 1. But they could Ren ping me pass with the Hex Drinker up, and I can't beat that. So actually, another Ren does actually kill me. Because they ping me down to 7 with the Ren, I can't... Actually, no, I could get to it, because I could actually program my Prelate attack still, because we have this Mom now. So we can still beat Ren. Or, we could try to beat Ren. They'd Ren ping off the Mom, and then try to set that up for future turns. But we could, like, recruit up another Mom or something. What do they got here? Hooting Mandrills, that doesn't do anything. No attacks. Makes sense. We did rip the land, notably. So we can't have this Tomb or we die to the Hex Drinker. Actually, no, we should be programming my Prelate hitting them for 6, I think. And then maybe recruiting Stoneforge and casting it and just not using the Tomb. Recruiter of the Guard goes and grabs Stoneforge Mystic. Stoneforge Mystic comes down. Let's grab Sword so we can just make sure we can attack for lethal next turn. Short of Ren clear the Mom. But if Ren clears the Mom, we can just put the Sword on something else and attack with the Prelate with holding the Skull and like Recruiter holding Sword or something. Yeah, okay, they're just dead. Beat the old Tiny Progenitus after heavily disrespecting it before. I wonder if Ballista is actually playable versus Delver plus Hex Drinker. That's like, it's a lot more pingable things. Is Needle worth it when you have Hex Drinker and... No, Needle's probably worth it in Revoker. Needle, or they have Hex Drinker and Ren in 6. I don't think my sideboarding plan changes substantially. I think I might want this Ballista. We definitely cut all these bad cards. Do we want the other Prelate? Prelate was really good that game, obviously. Prelate's very strong against Delver, but like, what do we cut at this point? Might cut Spirit Keeper just because Spirit Keeper plus Rip is not a good synergy. We usually keep it in because obviously you don't always draw both of them, and Spirit Keeper can be pretty powerful against a number of Delver draws. But maybe we want Ballista over Spirit Keeper when we have when we're facing on Hex Drinkers. Let's do that. This hand sucks. With a white source, I'd probably keep this hand, but being on the draw, relying on this Aether Vial to do anything, I don't think this hand's worth it. I think we have better odds of getting a good 6 like this. We're gonna bottom the Tomb. Does not seem like a Tomb hand. We're on the draw, so we're probably gonna be taking a bunch of damage. We could maybe bottom a Port and try to use the Tomb to leverage the Stoneforge. I don't think it's worth it. Like, we could technically have like the turn 3 GT connect, turn 1 Vial, turn 2 cast Stoneforge Vial, but we're not going to be putting in the Stoneforge. But we could Vial the Stoneforge on turn 3 and cast and equip a GT if we want. Yeah, shove a Port to the bottom. Let's see how badly I regret it. Dead Flip OJN, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. Land go. Deal. Ooh. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo 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 hoo. Yeah, fuck it. You don't get to do this every day. I'm not even sure if it's the right play, but it's the cool play. Might have been better to just Plains Vial and then, like, port them and Vial in this Mom, but I just want 2 Aether Vials in play. They mulligan? No, they didn't. Excuse me? Alright, well, I guess I'm taking 2 damage to port them, because I'm definitely porting them. Oh man, this Prelate. There's a chance I just want to get Stone. No. We're just going to fucking port them. I will take 2 to port my opponent that just missed their second land drop. This guy has to be like fucking solid gold to keep a 7 that's... Well, why didn't they cast the Potter on turn 1, I guess is the other question, right? Why'd they wait till turn 2? Just to get more looks for the land? Because, I mean, okay, sure, they just have the land. Bolt. No Bolt? Bolt's not a magic card, don't worry about it. Notably, they would have to fetch double Volk, which is probably pretty bad for their mana base, seeing as this is their only other land currently. Yeah, I don't know if that means they decided not to bolt it, or they don't have a bolt. I think I'm just going to port rather than like casting an equipment here. This Stoneforge. There's a chance we grab Sword or Batterskull anyway, neither of which we really want to cast. I don't really know what I want to get with the Stoneforge Mystic, honestly. Did opponent just like accidentally click through, or are they just like ripping? Oh, they chose not to shuffle, but then didn't make the land drop. What? Did they just like accidentally forget to play their land? Is that goof? Is that Null Rod? Well, I guess it's Batterskull. That makes that decision easy. Our other equipment don't do anything yet. We do have a Council's Judgment to beat that plan, but... Fortunately, we're going to walk right into an Ancient Grudge by putting in this Batter Skull here. If I want to keep porting, which I do, we're not going to get any better against an Ancient Grudge here. Tap that. Float a mana if they're savvy, because it might actually matter here. And because I'm obviously forced to put in the... Yeah. Forced to put in the Batter Skull here. Yep, there's the Grudge. Ooh, a Braid. That's much better than Ancient Grudge, I guess. Now we just want to draw a white source. Oh yeah, I guess might want to just like clip through their land or something. Just accidentally didn't play their land on turn 2, because they've just like hit every single land drop. Is this a Tarmogoyf? Do they even have Tarmogoyf in their Hooting Mandrill's Hex Drinker deck? Is this a Hex Drinker? Because this could be a Hooting Mandrill's, actually. Yeah. So what am I doing if I draw a white source? Maybe Council Judgmenting this Null Rod, honestly. And then putting the Prelate on 1. Stoneforge Mystic. That's an awkward draw because we don't have double white, so we can't just put in the thing. Oh, I guess it also doesn't matter. We don't have a thing that's relevant. I think porting is pretty off the table. My girlfriend playing music in the other room. I might need to mute. Anyway, what do I want to get here? Probably Sword. Maybe actually GT. I shouldn't actually have F6 there. They could have had a bolt and like punish me pretty bad. So they can hit me. Definitely hurts. Is that true name? Ugh. Find a white source. Priced into judgmenting that now. Rest in peace, a little slow to the party against Hooting Mandrills and True Name here. So we're taking 7. Going to 3. We're pretty much dead. I don't think there's any way we can win. I don't think this Tomb burned us that badly. I think it dealt us like 4, maybe 6 damage, which is obviously like pretty notable, but just the fact that we never hit another land drop after that is the big thing. we shipped a port into the tomb, and like that still would have cut us off of actually like casting our spells. I don't think there's a draw on our deck that really gets us there. Maybe I have to use the mom there. Just have double bolt, sure. Game 3 time. Still hooting mandrills. I wonder if they actually like, cut hex drinkers. They have still little threats though. Be kind of surprised. I think we're fine just resubmitting and hitting a white source. Yeah, there's so many like games that actually like, play out where you are constrained on white mana. I have no idea how people play like 13 white sources in their deck. Like people that are running Cavern of Souls or like Factory and Ancient Tomb. They're mad lads. We'll keep this. Seems very good until we get bodied beyond space and time by Wasteland. But like, it's not going to stop me from keeping a very strong hand. We have Mom into Thalia into Stoneforge, or Mom into Stoneforge, which are like both very powerful options. If they bolt the Mom, I'll play Thalia. If they don't, I might play Stoneforge. The more I see you play Tomb, the more I'm not sold on it. Tomb's like always really good. Tomb wasn't bad that last game. Tomb didn't matter that game. Like, I mean, you can play basic planes in its place, and it does matter that game. But like, if you're playing a flex land, like I think Tomb is like pretty easily the most powerful. Did you watch the playoffs where like Tomb was like really good every single time I drew it? Like that game, it was worse than exactly basic planes, but still like far better than like most of the utility lands you could be playing in this deck. Like you could play 16 white sources if you want, and just play like no flex cards. We're gonna get fucking rough and tumbled, aren't we? God, I'm gonna play Stoneforge into Mom, and we're just gonna get rough and tumbled beyond space and time. And I'm just going to be the most sad. I wonder if I'm like not supposed to play this Mom because of that. Mom's also kind of bad against like just Fort Bolt. Maybe I just cast the Stoneforge mistake. Well, I definitely cast it first because I don't want it to get dazed. They can like double daze it. I'm fine with that. Oh, spells. Alright, well, we'll cast them on now and get Fork Bolted and cry. If they Ren me, they probably pop the Mom, but then we can clear it. So maybe they pop the Thalia, but then we get to keep a Mom. They can like land. I mean, if they land rough and tumble me, that's, we have the ability to redeploy. It's a beating of a 2-for-1, but oh, if they're just casting a cantrip or something, that'd be gas. This might be at Mandrills, it looks like. I think they have another dismembering something. Dismember the Thalia. Got more where that came from, opponent. So maybe I just like my white sources too much. I mean, that's totally valid. Like, I think more than anything else, in terms of losing to your own mana base, you lose because you have 8 to 9 colorless lands in your mono white deck. More than like mana screw or mana flood, I think it's just like you actually get color screwed the most. I think we're gonna Thalia into Stoneforge here. Also 23 lands total. Then play a 24th land, you madman. This deck is so mana hungry. I'm gonna grab Batter Skull here, I think. The chance I actually want Sword of Fire and Ice against like True Name. Sword attacks their mandrels as well, because we could just put the sword on the Thalia. Maybe I want a sword to beat True Name. They missed their land drop, though, right? Yeah, they fetched Spell Snared. Sure you don't want to play 27 lands? That was the worst thing to ever happen to Death and Taxes, was Alan Wu saying that. Yeah, I think I want a sword here. The worst thing to ever happen. Yeah, we could print like 97 different types of Plague Engineer, and I would still be more unhappy about Alan Wu saying that you should play 27 lands in Death and Taxes with like 4 Horizon Canopies. If they don't find a land, then the sword's like a guaranteed connect. Because they can't they can't artifact. They can't pop it with Ancient Grudge or a Braid. If like exactly if they have Tarmogoyf, I'm probably just gonna aggressively mom my Thalia to pro green and punch through. Although the Tarmogoyf might actually only be a 3/4. No, it's just a mandrel, so we can just attack through it. Could also just be like attacking my opponent's mana with double ports, but I think I need to make a threat first. So I don't think there's a reason for me to aggressively like pro green attack. If they want to chump block, then more power to them. Yeah. We just get to hit them for 6, and they're just dead next turn. Unless they can... Yeah, I'll play out this mom. If they rough tumble me, they just die, so... Just extra insurance. The only thing they have that can keep them alive here is, like, land shatter. And even then, they're, like, pretty far behind. We just start pro-green the Thalia attack, put them to 4, yeah, they're just dead. And then we just, like, start double boarding them. We did it! We didn't 05! Fuck you, Army! The 05 dream is dead. But anyway, do like a little quick recap here, I guess. So we died a bunch today, but... So we died to Rug Delver. What happened to Rug Delver? We got, like, Super Delver game 2, and then game 3 was, like, pretty close, but we got a really rough and tumble on, like, Ancient Grudge and stuff. There was a chance we could have, like, played the third game maybe better, play around different cards, unsure. When we, like, vowed in the Thalia and got Ancient Grudged, we could have maybe done that better. Unsure if that was, like, a misplay or just, like, unfortunate, like, playing around other cards. We got bodied by elves in like 2 games that we also almost won. But as is per tradition with elves, they like 1 turn before you can kill them, they finally find the thing that like just puts you under as Death and Taxes. We lost to that Grixis pile. I guess it was 4 colors. 4 color Urza Doctor Sword combo, which doesn't feel like it's a great matchup, but we did pretty well. We just like missed on drawing a land after the Cataclysm for 1,000,000 turns. We played against Dredge, and we somehow won game 1, got bodied game 2, and then Surgical wasn't good enough game 3, and then we beat Rug Delver pretty easily. Did we lose 2 game 2 out of Rug? It was just Mandrels and True Name, and it was me being choked on white mana. Unable to cast a whole bunch of spells in my hand. So I still like this list. Like, obviously it did not perform well, but you don't always win a bunch. Sometimes you do 1-4 leagues. That's just how it goes. I still think I like the 60 a lot. If anything, I want to cut a Revoker for like another anti-Delver beater, but it also like fucks up the curve, and Revoker is really good in a lot of the non-Delver matchups. But it also just like slants you a lot towards your 3s and stuff. Brightling. It might be a Brightling if I were to do it, which I don't think I will. It'd probably be either a Brightling or maybe a second Burmaz. As for the sideboard, I think the sideboard's okay. It's possible. If I'm ever playing the challenge, I might cut the surgical for something else. Or cut one of the surgicals and hope to just dodge the graveyard decks. But maybe not. If Dredge is actually like good, then maybe I need 4 graveyard hit cards. But anyway, let's go find someone to host. One day I will find out why my host button doesn't exist anymore. Whenever I open up a stream. Oh, Arkin's streaming. Fuck yeah. Dukes is streaming too, though. Alright, Dukes is streaming Death and Taxes. We gotta host Dukes. As much as I love you, Arkin. Dukes is playing Death and Taxes, so I gotta ship you guys over to another Death and Taxes player. Does Remorseful Cleric have any merit versus Ren 6? Well, it dies to Ren 6. It is notably, like, still good on the curve, but having more X1s that die to Ren 6 isn't great. Like, it's not good against the card Ren 6 for obvious reasons, right? Like, you're not going to sack it when they plus it to exile their land, and it's going to get minus and pinged out of the way. So I think it's worse than a Revoker against a Ren 6. I think maybe it's reasonable to... it's probably not reasonable to play. Might be okay if they're like more... If there are graveyard decks that I'm worried about, like if Dread is out in full force. But like Dread is probably killing you before you have turn 1 Vial, turn 3 Recruit, Remorseful Cleric. But anyway. I'll figure out what I want to do if I'm going to play in this challenge this weekend. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you had a good time. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can follow, subscribe, or donate. Follows totally free. Subscriptions get you a sweet Dolly emote featured in the bottom left-hand corner. Left? Down there? Somewhere? Left-hand corner of the screen. Eventually we'll get that second emote. But my girlfriend, who is also my emote art designer, is very slow going. Maybe I'll just like pay someone else to make my emote, whatever. Well, donations, I do donation deck lists if you're curious to see anything else in Legacy or even like formats like Modern or whatever. I do those. We're doing a Maverick donation deck list, Leovold Maverick, next Wednesday, I think. So anyway, if someone can tell me why my host button doesn't exist anymore, that would be lovely. Love to just click the host button, but for now we will type /host. Did Miranda donate that? No, Miranda wouldn't make me play Leovold. Miranda would make me play like Ren 6 or something. Oh god, what's his name? It's not just Dukes. It's Dukes on Twitch is his. Anyway, see you guys all on Monday, I guess, because I'm definitely not streaming Sunday. Have a good weekend, everybody.